In this tutorial, we'll be showing you how to make changes to the schedule, which is one of the most frequently requested changes that we have to the site. There are 5 areas that you'll need to change the schedule. Let's go have a look at it. We're going to visit the site, and here are the 5 areas that you'll be making the changes. In continuing education, you'll be making changes in the course schedule, and that's this area here. The second place that you'll be making changes is in remediation and refresher. In this section, if you scroll below, you'll find class schedule listed under a tab. If you click on that tab, again, here are the schedules. So this is the area that you'll need to make changes. The next area, the third, will be in the NCLEX review. And that would be class schedule over here. And see, you have basically the same thing, so you'll have to make changes here as well. The next area is in clinical only. However, in clinical only, you'll be making changes to the bottom where it has clinical dates. Going back up, last place is in the review course schedule. You'll be making changes here as well. And here we have the schedule. We make the changes and we update. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. The first schedule that we want to edit is under course schedule on the home page. So let's go there. Click on visiting the site, and under continuing education you will see course schedule as we mentioned before. However, course schedule is located under the MCN homepage, so to edit course schedule here we'll have to first go to editing the MCN home. To do that, recall, we go to edit page, and that will bring us into the WordPress page editor. And here we have the schedule at the very top. There's a couple of things that I should say. This area here where it says modal name should not be changed by any means, all the way down to where modal closes, which is right here. So what I'm going to do in order to create a new schedule is highlight the changes that I want to make, which is this particular schedule. I want to go right click, copy it, and go down just before modal and insert a line and then paste. And there's my new schedule. Well, not new yet, but now I go about making my changes. Let me create a new date, let's say 12-5, change the time as necessary and the location as necessary. What usually is called for is just editing the date. So you will edit dates, and before you publish, make sure that you preview the changes. So let's go have a look at what this page would look like so far. And under MCN Home, I would go to Continuing Education and Course Schedule. And here is our new schedule with our new date. I'm going to close this and go back to my editing page, and I will update it if and only if these changes that I've made are what I want to see on my page, and I would hit update. Okay, what I have done off screen is to create a fictitious schedule seen below, and that is for April through May of 2055. In addition to that, I inserted an extra line between these two schedules so that I have some space here, and I updated my schedule. Now the next change that we want to make would be in remediation and refresher. So what I will do to make my job a lot easier is to select this schedule, and be careful you do not select modal, and right click and copy it. This will make my job easier when I go to update the remediation refresher page. Now I go to visit site, and in my remediation, I go to remediation refresher. And the place that I'm going to be changing now is class schedule. So I go to edit page. That will take me to WordPress. And since I have copied the previous schedule to the clipboard, I just go and find my schedule, and they're down below. Here they are. This one is November, this one is January. What I will do before Fusion tab, let's be clear once again, do not change anything between Fusion tab here for class schedule and where Fusion tab closes. Do not change those two tags. Otherwise, your page will look very, very different. So at the end here, I insert a space and I paste my schedule that I had created before. This makes my job a lot easier now to make changes. And since in changing the schedule, I also want to change clinical dates, sometimes location, sometimes when the clinical is offered and hospital orientation, etc. What I will then do is just copy this portion here, copy, and insert a space before Fusion tab and paste it, and make whatever necessary changes that I need in this area right here. Okay, that's about it. As simple as you can get with WordPress in terms of making those particular changes. Once I've made changes, before you update the page, go to preview the changes, of course. See that they are indeed what you were looking for. If they are, then you come back and you update. And that is how simple changing a schedule will be. So in summing up, in this lesson, you have learned the tools and techniques needed to make changes to the schedule. You can now apply those techniques that you have learned to NCLX review page, the clinical only page, and review course schedule page. In the next lesson, we will show you how to include the changes that you have made to the schedule into the registration page. So we'll see you in the next lesson.